I'm Pastor John Ross of Trinitarian Christian Church.
Hey, God bless you,
Nice
man.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Question.
Uh-huh.
I applaud you guys for what you're doing because I'm anti-abortion. But I have young kids, and I personally think that the pictures are way too graphic.
Yeah, pretty graphic.
Yeah, for early morning with kids going to school and taking tests, and you know, my kids this morning were like, I don't want to see that first thing in the morning. I teach my kids about that, and we're a pretty tight-knit community here.
Right.
My biggest issue with what is the pictures and how that affects kids preparing for tests, taking tests, and that visual being constantly in their mind all day through the rest of their lives. And I understand that, hey, maybe that's a good thing, but I think that's just that's taking away the responsibility of the parent to talk to the children about this and saying, okay, what's the traumatic effect on them and their day and their week, with pictures like that.
Well, I think it's smart that you're standing outside of a high school for the students to see that, so they can make the right choice and not.
Yeah. Well, my answer would have to be, I got A and B. So A is #1 cause of death in Texas is abortion. So it's #1 cause of death in America. Also, there's more people that die of abortion every year in America than every war we've ever fought as Americans. Okay. So what happens is society says it's okay. Even Christians say it's okay. Well, and and B, let's use you as an example, okay? And I'm sure you're a fine example, but let's use you as an example. You say you're anti-abortion. How are you anti-abortion? Like, how do you oppose abortion? How do you help bring an end to abortion? Well, just like in the days of slavery, the church and the pastors were against slavery, but they didn't want to do anything to bring about an end to slavery.
Here's what I believe, and here's what the Bible teaches. Let every man choose for himself. My responsibility as a Christian is to teach the Word of God, to promote the Word of God by being an example. First and foremost, that's the first thing I have to do, is be an example. Secondly, is I teach my children, they become an example. And then from that, every person who does their job becomes an example. And we teach abstinence, then there's no need for abortion. So it's not so much of a question as what is the right thing to do, as much as it is what's the wrong thing to do. Because even Jesus said these words: if I can beat the word into someone, that doesn't change them. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll show them love. I'll show them love, and I'll show them in love in a way that they'll want to receive what I'm offering versus throwing it at them and saying, hey, you need this. So, but that's not the issue for me this morning, as much as it is, once again, just the issue of the pictures being so graphic and the effect of the kids.
I would like to support you with what you're standing for. I think it's really good because I believe what you're standing for is right. And as long as you stand on this corner, there's no one that can tell you that it's wrong.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you. Right.
And once again, I applaud you guys for what you're doing. The pictures
sound
are just too much.
Like a pastor, okay? And part of the reason #1 cause of death in America is abortion, I believe, is because the church isn't defending the innocent, isn't keeping back those that are being led to slaughter.
I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't agree with that.
So how do you oppose it then? How do you defend the innocent?
Here's what I think the problem is. You want to talk what the problem is? I think the problem is that not so much the church doesn't oppose it as much as the church or the people of the church. Because if you say the church, only a pastor can only preach the Word of God. He can't make anybody do it. Is that people
he himself can oppose evil. He himself, like true religion. What's true religion?
True and undefiled religion is this: tend to the orphans and the widows.
What's more of an orphan than these kids right here?
I don't want to get into politics or even into.
Oh my gosh,
studies.
you sound such a bad pastor, man. This is politics?
No. Here's what I'm saying.
This is politics?
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying to you. Here's what I'm saying to you.
What church do you go to again?
I'm the pastor of Trinitarian Christian Church.
Here in Little Elm?
3950 Coolidge Street, Dallas, Texas. But that's not the issue. Here's not the issue.
Is this politics, though?
No, I'm not saying
politics?
no. Watch this. I'm not saying it's politics. Here's what I'm saying. We can make it politics. We can try to make it biblical. I stand on the biblical word of God, but at the same time, like I said, I applaud you guys for what you're doing. I think the means in which you're doing it may not be the best way.
What if they were killing
for kids?
What if it was legal to kill black people, man?
What's this?
Would you say the same thing?
It was.
I know. Would you say the same thing as a pastor and say, look, as long as we teach our people to be good Christians, nobody will kill black people. Don't try to defend the guy being lynched.
No, what's this?
Martin Luther King Jr. would be very sad about you, man.
It doesn't. You can't tell me about Martin Luther King. You can't.
The time has come for America to hear the truth that the hottest places in hell are reserved for those who, in a period of moral crisis, maintain their neutrality. There comes a time when silence is betrayal.
If this state, if this country says that killing babies is okay, then we're going to show you, man, and we're going to show everybody, and we have to live with it because it's hidden away in the darkness.
Watch this. But you're taking away the authority of the parent and the right of the child to not see that.
Look, the rights of the living children do not supersede murder. All right.
Hold on.
So what we do.
So you're saying the traumatic effect on my children.
You know what the traumatic effect is?
No, I'm asking you a simple question based on what you just said.
Right.
You're saying the traumatic effect on my kids who are opposed to abortion, who promote abstinence, the traumatic effect on them seeing things like this is of no value to you.
No, it is value. What happens is, I do feel responsibility because look, they sit and listen to apathetic pastors that don't bring up. Yeah, I'm calling you apathetic, man.
Well, God bless you.
All right. Oh, why are you walking away now, man? Truth hurts. Truth hurts.
It's not about truth.
You already told me you don't do anything to help end abortion.
That's not the truth, but God bless you.
You don't do any. What do you do? Apathetic, man.